welcome to the Wrecking Crew channel. So this is QB18, doing a second decoration video that I promised in the comment section. I know the first decoration video some felt may have been misleading, and that's okay. We'll straighten that out right now. So wanting to know more about decorations and the power itself. What should I be buying? What should I be upgrading in this tree, right? So here's a couple things. I can show you, there's some images out there you can search for yourself that'll show you the top decorations that are out there and what you should buy if you want to listen to other people. I'm not here to tell you what to do. There's debates on what's best, this, that, the other thing as far as the stats. What I'm just going to do is educate you and have you make your own decision on what you want to upgrade. And I'll give you the suggestion on what I do. So that I feel is the best, honest way to bring to you the information, okay? So when we look at decorations, one of the things you're gonna hear most is there's a few different main things that can be upgraded. So you'll see here critical damage, right? That's one of the big ones everybody looks to. Damage reduction is another one that you'll see everybody talk about. And then there's one more called boost skill damage, okay? And then along the way, you're also going to see hero and overlord attack for some of them. Some of them just increase the attack or the defense or the hit points. There's all different decorations that do different things. So what you want to focus on are the three main ones that we talked about: the damage reduction, the boost skill, and the critical rate, okay? Or critical skill. Damage, critical damage. So those are the three that you want. But first, let's take a look at like what's the difference between those, right? So if you're looking for damage reduction, right? So torch relay is a great one that's going to focus on that. I personally feel that's the number one I would like to go after and upgrade when I get them. Damage reduction is when you look at your heroes and you see how much damage they can take. On top of that, you have your tech that helps with damage. And then as well as maybe some other things that chip away at kind of help you with damage. I don't know, we have tactic cards coming out now that they boost it. What the decoration is doing is actually a damage reduction overall of 1.5% on all of that. It's adding a 1.5%. So it's huge when you look at defense in Last War, because the longer you keep people alive, especially from your front line, the longer your back row can do damage. So I love any decoration that's going to add damage reduction. You'll probably see those more to the top tier, and that's why, because people love damage reduction. Now we get into like the skill damage, right, versus the critical damage. Okay, now you have critical damage, which you may see from your heroes when you look at how much critical damage that they're going to do when they actually have a critical hit, right? Those happen every once in a while. Some heroes don't even offer critical hits. So your offense, you may look at somebody like Tesla or whatever, and you look at their and see that the heroes will do a critical strike, and that's going to be, I think, 30% more than the offense, somewhere along those lines. As you continue to boost, so does that. So that critical damage will go up every time they strike. So that's important. However, the boost skill damage is the skills that they offer. So like when you go and you update skills and tacticals within your hero, you'll see the different skills that you can offer. And like Tesla's tactical skill is huge. So that boosts the actual skill damage that somebody can do. I would prefer the skill damage over the critical. That may be controversial. Your opinions, that's cool. I just know that the skill damage is across the board for all heroes and not all heroes do critical damage. So that's why I say it. There's no wrong, right answer in regards to that. That's all. That's my opinion on it. And you can upgrade in any way, but at least you know the difference between them and which one you want to choose. The other ones are hit points and defense and attack. Those are good, little side things that people offer. You'll often actually see them in the purple. There's some, let me find one that has, maybe it's in UR. I can't remember which one offers. So they'll offer like multiple. Okay, so here's the hit points and attack, right? So 41,000 for level 5 to 6. Now, some of them go bigger with these hit points and attack points. It's actually quite good. Everything adds up. When you watch a battle, one hit may take, 100,000 hit points, 200,000 hit points. So as you're adding in hit points, you are making your hero last maybe one more hit, right, into that battle. But if you see some of those close battles, you actually feel like, man, if I could have only lasted one more hit, right? And so when you start adding all of these decorations up, and really for me, it's the combination. If I can reduce the damage, and I can add the critical hits, and I can add the skill boost, and I'm upgrading the hit points, as you can see, it all adds up quickly. So granted, now we get into spending. So if you're talking about mid, high tier spenders, you want to be able to upgrade all of these. Really, like, all the decorations offer value, right? So go after them all. What I will say for those mid-tier spenders, a lot of times you're not going to get these holiday ones like the Christmas trees and things like that in the packages, or the boxes, I should say, the chests. The event ones that you can only buy through events are difficult to get as well. Those you may have to upgrade with your universal deco, but that's what I would use it for, as the other ones come through the boxes. And then as you see one that comes up, like that's close to the next level, just upgrade that one. For low spenders, what I recommend is you focus on one and try to move it to level 3. That's often a big bump. So we see that with level 3, there's often like a bump here. So level 1 is only hero and overlord attack, level 2 hero attack, and now the damage reduction kicks in at level 3. I believe level 3 is like 18 of them. So focus on just trying to use your universals and focus on one. Don't spread it out. Just try to chip away at it. For those that say, hey, free to play, can't raise your decorations, why talk to them, you're wasting your time, blah, blah, blah. It's not true. It's anybody who says it is not true. If you play this game long enough, you are able to upgrade these things. And we're playing for years for those that are actually enjoying this game. We are going to be playing this game for years, which means you're obtaining constant chests, right? Now, let's talk about some places you can get free chests, okay? Arms race, you can get for first and second, you can get a purple chest. For a Desert Storm win, you get a gold and purple. If you lose, you get a purple chest. For the new Canyon, when you win, you get a gold and purple if you win. If you lose, you still get a purple. The trucks, when you plunder, you can get purple chests. You can send your trucks out and maybe have purple chests. The train offers gold chests. Meteorite, if you win Meteorite, your alliance, you get gold and purple for the alliance. So as you can see, there's a lot of ways to get free chests every single week. And, that's the difference between spending and free to play. And that's why we talk about both. Is somebody may look at you and say, you can't do anything free to play, or you can't do anything as a low spender. Don't worry about those. Not true. Not true. It just takes longer in the game to collect those things. So just keep plugging away and have a strategy, and you will do well. So decorations, I would focus on those. For me, the damage reduction ones to level 3 and move forward. The purple ones, you get a lot of those chests. Somebody asks, how do I get so many? I'm in a lot of those. All those things that I just mentioned, the ways to get them, I get purple chests out of every single one, and I get a pile of them for the decoration. I mean, I get a ton of these purple decoration ones, as you can see. And really, it's these that I'm waiting, because these I'm going to be like 100 away from the like silver rocket ones, the ones that are level 6 that are going to be 7. And these are often the ones that I get for free in the chest, are these bottom 4. But what I'm anxious to see is when I finish and get those to level 7 at the bottom, what are the next chests, what's going to be in that chest the next time I go to open it? Because I think it's going to be some of these other ones that are not built. So maybe the Silver Warrior or the Gunman or the Trooper. I would not use your Universal to increase these. Just use your chests. It's only 60. I know it's a tease and you could upgrade them, but the upgrade just isn't really worth what the gold is. So stick to your Universal with the gold. Okay, with that, any questions, please let me know. We are starting a new Discord with the same thing. Warzone Wrecking Crew is going to be the name, and we're hoping to gather all the questions into one place and we can start answering them as we get organized over here, all right? Thank you very much. Enjoy your night.